lights out, less dangerous, here we are now, entertain us.
Ineptly written and directed but technically impressive, Godzilla and Mothra, The Battle for Earth, returned Mothra to the silver screen after an absence of over 20 years. This 1992 movie is ostensibly a remake of the 1964 film Godzilla vs. Mothra, but the only similarities are Godzilla, Mothra, her twin fairy priestesses, and a greedy industrialist who wants to exploit Mothra's egg, and the priestesses. The Battle for Earth has an entirely new setting, backstory, and characters, and a new monster in Batra, but the film can only pull off that last element with any skill. Mothra is portrayed as the protector of the Earth's people, whereas her dark counterpart Batra is the defender of nature. These two warring monsters are the focal point for a really heavy-handed and poorly conceived environmentalist message. Whenever we see Godzilla or Batra wreaking havoc, the human characters stammer or lecture about how the Earth is punishing humanity for harming the environment. But aside from the barren cliff face dug out by the Marumoto Corporation on Infant Island, we see no evidence of humanity damaging the environment. Godzilla vs. Mothra from 1964 did show some evidence of us harming nature, as Infant Island was the site of atomic bomb testing. Some exposition indicates that the environment is deteriorating, but this is due to a meteorite completely independent of human activity. The Battle for Earth's major theme of environmentalism falls utterly flat because there is nothing to back it up, so the human characters' rambling words of doom and gloom are a severe violation of the show don't tell rule. If Batra, who woke up in the year 1993, was created by the Earth's life force to protect the environment, then he's a little late to the party. Batra could have arisen during any of the dozens of oil spills in the past century, or when large amounts of the DDT pesticide were released into the ecosystem. Or, I don't know, when the US started testing nuclear bombs in the Pacific, thus creating a giant mutant dinosaur. Were none of these serious man-made blows to nature important enough for Batra to show up? This further stupefies the film's environmentalist agenda. It's hard to emphasize how badly written and directed The Battle for Earth is. The archaeologist main character initially has some fun chemistry with his ex-wife, but this soon peters out, and his relationship with his ex-wife and estranged daughter feels rushed and trivial. The comedy is somewhat labored, and the unscrupulous industrialist, who is the secondary antagonist, is both cliched and underdeveloped. Miki Sayagusa, a recurring character in the Heisei series, is given no introduction whatsoever in The Battle for Earth, so newcomers will have no idea who she is. There are a couple of groan-inducing lines. The Defense Force is surprised that Godzilla can survive contact with magma when the monster was hibernating inside a volcano in Godzilla vs. Biollante. The Defense Force also wonders what creature that huge could swim under the ocean, to which my immediate response was, "What do you think?" The first half of the film is really poorly paced and edited. Exciting scenes of monster action are followed by dull scenes of human interaction, and Batra and the Industrialist are established so fleetingly and are unseen for so long that you could easily forget about them. The Battle for Earth is also highly derivative. The opening is a blatant rip-off of Indiana Jones, and plot points such as Godzilla emerging from a volcano, a bad monster turning good, and Godzilla being defeated by falling into the ocean were all used already in earlier Heisei Godzilla films. The Battle for Earth fails on a storytelling standpoint, but here's the big surprise. Visually, it's one of the best films in the franchise. Excluding the fake-looking model city, the special effects and cinematography are often beautiful. The Godzilla suit looks pretty good. I like how menacing the Batra puppet is, the rotoscoping is sleek, and the backdrop and projection effects are impressive. This film has several great, stylistically stunning scenes, including Godzilla's underwater battle with Batra, Godzilla emerging from Mount Fuji, the naval battle with Mothra, and the elegant, haunting scene of Mothra spinning her cocoon. The monster action, especially the climactic three-way fight between Godzilla, Mothra, and Batra, is very well staged. The only glaringly bad effect is Mothra herself, as the puppet looks very cheap. Godzilla and Mothra, The Battle for Earth, has really cool action scenes that make it worth watching, but the human drama in between is a poorly crafted chore. The characters are undeveloped, the relationships between them are rushed and not very substantial, the pacing is poor, the comedy is forced, and the film beats you over the head with a terribly blatant, poorly thought out environmentalist message. Is it a good movie? Not really, though the action and effects are high quality. This very loose remake of Godzilla vs. Mothra earns 3 stars out of 5. Thank you for watching. Cheers.